Mike and Sarah were enjoying some delicious ice cream. They were enjoying it so much that they lost track of time. By the time they realized, they only had 10 minutes to get to their movie, which was 15 minutes away. "We'll never get there in time," Mike cried. "But wait," replied Sarah. "Why don't we cut through the cemetery? That'll only take 1/2 the time." "Don't be so foolish," Tom smartly retorted. "Weren't you listening in today's geometry lesson? It would not be half the distance." "We're here, right?" Tom asked, pulling a map out of his back pocket. "We both know that we have to walk 6 blocks east to get to DuPont Avenue, then another 8 blocks south to get to the theater." "Don't you think I know that?" replied Sarah. "And that means if we don't cut through the cemetery, it would be 14 whole blocks of walking." "But Sarah," Tom replied, "there's no way cutting through the cemetery would only be half that. That'd be 7 blocks. In fact, couldn't we figure out the exact distance using Pythagoras' theorem?" Tom thought out loud, making a connection between this real-world situation and his math lesson. "Oh yeah," replied Sarah, joining in on the fun of applying math concepts to daily life. "I remember, with any right triangle, we can find the length of the hypotenuse from the lengths of the 2 shorter sides." Finally, you see what I'm talking about. Every single time it's going to be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. In this case, the 2 smaller sides are 6 and 8. We know that the third side is going to be the largest side, called the hypotenuse, because it's across from the right angle. That means a can be 6 and b can be 8. I remember that from Mr. Welly's class. But if a squared plus b squared equals c squared, doesn't that mean that 6 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared? Because that's 36 plus 64. Even I know that. Right. So, with some quick arithmetic, we see that the shortcut through the park is actually a distance of 10 blocks. Wow, 10 blocks. I feel humiliated. That's much more than half the distance of walking around the park. But wait, with all the arguing, we completely missed the movie. Oh,